What is up, people? It is your boy K, and I'm here for an album review. I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I figured, you know what? I'm gonna start doing this again. Album reviews because it's the summertime, and I think there's some good music coming out like around this time. Usually around the April to June-ish. Well, not June-ish, August-ish. That's when like a lot of artists decide to put out their music because they figure it's the summertime. People have a lot of money and they'll spend it, summertime stuff. Now, I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna review this Drake album, Drake Views. I think it was supposed to be called Views from the Six, but I'm not sure. I remember there was a rumor about him coming out with an album called Views from the Six, but Views, anyway, is the same thing. It doesn't matter. So yes, Drake. I like Drake a lot. My friend Ralph likes to call him the light skin. I think the king of the light skins, not the light skin messiah like I say. He's the king of the light skins, and I believe he makes some of the best music. That hip hop has had going for it. Because a lot of my problems sometimes with hip hop artists, and just in general, is that I think sometimes the hip hop artists like to not craft the song properly. I'll put it like that. I don't think hip hop artists are sometimes the best songwriters. I think they're good lyricists, and they can put together metaphors and words together. When it comes to making something that's going to ring bells and have people singing, it's like that old Murphy Lee song. What the hook gonna be? And sometimes these hooks on these hip hop albums, songs, are complete ass. I'm being just completely honest. So yeah, Drake solves that problem for me because I usually think his songwriting is really good. I don't always think his rapping is all that great, but then again, I don't care all the time about his rapping. I care more about the song structure, how it sounds, him delivering, with some great delivery over smooth, synthesized sort of beats, and I just really enjoy it a lot. He usually works with a producer called 40, and I think him and 40 do a good job of working together. So coming into this album views, like I said, I like I've just stated, I like Drake. I've liked most of his songs. I like most of his albums. Some of them are just not always my cup of tea, but it's okay. Drake has this thing where he does singing, songy, rapping-ish stuff. He's not a straightforward rapper. That's what I'm trying to say. He does sometimes dabble into other genres of music, in particular R&B. And not that I think anything bad about R&B. I sort of like some of his R&B songs. I know sometimes people get frustrated with that because they're like, "Oh, he's supposed to be a rapper and he's singing." Well, whether you're a rapper or singing, you're supposed to make good fucking music, and that's really a lot of what you're supposed to do as an artist. So I consider Drake more of an artist, not really a rapper or whatever you want to call him. So yeah, let's get into this album views. First off, we start off with a song called "Keep the Family Close," which it's another one of these songs where Drake is trying to be introspective about keeping people close, the family first, and all that. Is a lot of it's singing. It's not rapping. So some people might not like this. Some people might, not be so fond of it. Me personally, I thought the sound was good. Usually Drake's songs sound good, even if I don't like them. I didn't really like this song that much, but I thought the sound quality of the song was good. I can understand if some people like it and some people don't. I'm on that. I think the song sounds crisp and good. It's just not my flavor. That's all I'm trying to say. So why don't we just get to the first song that I did like on this album as we skip along? "You With Me." I like this song a lot. It has a lot of hook. It's something. It's from a DMX song called "How's It Going Down," and and the song actually starts off with another sample of a DMX song and Cisco song called "What These Bitches Want From a Nigga." And the way the song is structured, I love it. I love the hook. I love Drake's lyrics on this. I love the beat. I pretty much love all the core parts of this song. And I just think when Drake puts his mind to it and he samples not just songs, but he actually samples these lyrics, I think he makes it sound good and dare I say some in some ways better than the original. I know that's blasphemy. I know I'm the devil worshiper because I said Drake made a song that was better than the original. It's not really like it's better than the original. It just sounds good. It just sounds really good, and I like it a lot. It's definitely a top three song in my opinion on this whole album. We follow that up with a song called "Feeling No Ways," which he uses some type of old school synthesizer Casio piano. This shit sounds like some old school, like I'm telling you, it sounds like some old school Casio shit. When you hear it, you'll know what I mean. It's okay song. It's one of those songs where I can appreciate it, and I know like hardcore hop fans can't really appreciate it, but I can appreciate it because like I said, I like good songwriting, and I thought it was written okay-ish. Not the greatest thing of all time, but it's alright. That's followed up by what I really a song that I really really liked, which is a song called "Hype." Now this shit is a banger. This is some party shit right here. This definitely 1 o'clock in the club. This is what the DJ's gonna be playing, man. When the party gets hot, he'll throw on some hype. This song is really good, man. I like this song a lot. It kind of reminds me of some shit that will be on Drake and Future's "What a Time to Be Alive" album. I like the song a lot. There's no more I can say about that song than I like the beat. Everything got me pumped. I like the song. I'm feeling it. Hype. I'm feeling. Western Road Flows is the next song, and this is kind of one of those songs where Drake tries to show you that I can still rap. I can still hit y'all with those bars that y'all like. I can hit you with that crazy flow. Cause that's what he's doing on this song. It ain't no real hook. He's just trying to show you. He's trying to do that 6 p.m. in New York type Drake shit, that 5 a.m. in Dallas thing. He's trying to put you into that frame of mind that I can still throw down these lyrics, even though there's a controversial thing going on with him and ghostwriters right now. I don't want to get into that, so some people might listen to this song and say, "Bullshit, man! You ain't really spitting those bars. You ain't really hot like that." But I like the song. What can I say? It's an enjoyable song. Now we get into some songs where I was kind of not the biggest fan of. These are the songs that I thought were kind of problematic on this album. Straight up and down, these songs are some simping songs. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Redemption, simping song. Uh, with you, a song with the Party Next Door, the worst song on this whole album. It sounds fucking terrible. Like I'm not even gonna mince my words when I say that. Like honestly, if some people like it, some people like it, but to my ears, it sounded horrible. And that Party Next Door motherfucker did not help it at all. And it's just I don't know, it's a fucking simping song. We have Faithful. I think this is a song featuring a Bun B, if I'm not mistaken. Not Bun B, but is featuring a sample from Pimp C, and didn't like it. So I'm just gonna skip that. Still Here. All right, we get back to some song that I like. I really like this song, Still Here, and once again, it sounds like Hype Part Two, and that's what I like. I liked Hype, so I like Still Here. It sounds the same. Really good. Now we're gonna get to some songs where we're gonna talk about Toronto for a second and the influences of dancehall and West Indian culture in Toronto. Because these next couple of songs, I think I have to preface that by how I feel about West Indian music and just dancehall music in general. Because these next songs have these next songs that's coming up very heavily influenced by West Indian culture. So as I said, Toronto has a large West Indian population that listens to a lot of dancehall, reggae music. I like dancehall music not the biggest fan of reggae music. I like dancehall. I like to dance. I like to see the girls whining and doing all that crazy shit. So, with the next two songs that he has, Controller and One Dance, I think he does a marvelous job at both of these songs at conveying the feelings that you're supposed to have when you're listening to a dancehall song. It's supposed to be something that can make you move, make you groove, and you're supposed to really ride the beat with your melodies. And he's one of the few hip hop artists that understands that concept of how a dancehall song is supposed to be something that gives you a feeling, a sexual feeling and stuff like that, in terms of your lyrics and stuff like that. Because I say that because he does a good job on songs like Controller and One Dance, which are the next two songs. He does a really good job of conveying that, and I think that's why the dancehall community kind of fucks with Drake, and they don't really fuck with somebody else that tries to do it. Sometimes, I heard a song Kanye West try to do some shit like this, and it sounded fucking horrible because Kanye West don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, he thinks he's a musical genius, and sometimes he is, but just not with the dancehall stuff. So, Controller, I like a lot. But One Dance, that shit is Steph Curry hot. Steph Curry hot. This song, One Dance, this is a top 3 song on this album. You definitely must hear this song, One Dance. Beat, fire. The lyrics, fire. I, Even when he does a little thing at the towards the end of the song, it's pretty good. I just think sometimes Drake likes to just end his songs like that. I wish he would have faded it out or something like that, or faded it, something to make it sound interesting at the end. But other than that, fire song, man. Unbelievable, man. I would excellent song. Honestly, that's all I have to say about One Dance. Excellent song. So and since we're on the topic of reggae music and dancehall music, he does have another one on here called Too Good with Rihanna. I wasn't really feeling that one as much, It didn't hit me. It wasn't as, maybe it was the fact that he had Controller and One Dance on there, and those songs were just so good that when I got to that third dancehall song, I was like, it's just not really catching me like Controller and One Dance, especially not like One Dance. So yeah, you can see that coming a mile away. Grammys is another song that he has on here with Future. It sounds pretty good. No complaints there. If you like What a Time to Be Alive, you probably like that song. He has Pop Styles. I wasn't really a big fan of that. Fire and Desire, simpish song. And when I say simpish, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I like the simpish stuff, because Drake. If it's one thing Drake does, is Drake does good simping songs. Like, a lot of people can't do the simp sort of sound like Drake. All right. So when I say simpish songs, I don't always mean that in a disrespectful way. I just want to clear that up. And the whole album ends with the next hot fire song on this whole thing. The last song, another top 3 song, Hotline Bling. You know the song. You done the dance all goddamn year. As soon as it came out, you was in the club doing the Hotline Bling. You know what it is. It's a great song. Ain't much more I can say about that. So overall, my opinions on Drake and this album, views, is that I thought it was a really good album. It wasn't a classic masterpiece, that I wish that it was. But for what it is, it has great songs. It has a lot of, it has great songs. It has some songs that are not good. I'll just put it like that. They're just not good. And then it has some mediocre songs, But overall, the one thing I appreciate is that Drake, I feel like he knows what sounds good. He has a good ear for beats. And I feel like, some people might not feel this way, but this is just my opinion. I feel like he's an excellent songwriter. And that's one thing I have to give him a lot of credit for. And that's why I kind of like this album, because I like the song structure of a lot of these songs. I might not have liked every, choice of content in which he, put into the song, but I did like the way it sounded. I liked a lot of the hooks, and I liked a lot of the beats. So overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. Not the greatest of all time, but one of the better albums I've heard this year. All right, I'm K, and remember, like and subscribe. And I'm gonna be doing more of these album reviews because there's some good albums coming out. That I really want to get into and talk about. I just don't want to just keep talking about movies and things of that nature. Even though I can keep going on with the movie thing. It's just that sometimes I want to break it up and talk about some other stuff that's on my mind. And since I'm a DJ, I figured I might as well give my opinion on music, because it's something I love. All right. So remember, like, subscribe. Later.